of the things that, some of the activity and seeds that I have planted within my life garden. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. This is Mama Wanda, the calm AI coach. So I say I'm calm, but I'm actually a little nervous. So I committed to a 7-day going live challenge. Challenged by my digital marketing coach, Keisha Cameron, of Purpose. What is it? Purpose to Profits. Peace and blessings. To those that are watching the replay, to those that are watching on the different platforms that I will post this replay, it'll be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Peace and blessings. Thanks, first of all, those that have been following my journey. What I'm talking about today is if a person like myself at the big old age of 67, they call us baby boomers, how I was resistant to AI. And then I asked a simple question of a friend back in February, almost a year ago. What is this? What are they talking about with AI? Because I saw her posting on her Facebook page. Would you like to learn AI? Would you like to learn how to do this? Would you like to learn how to do this image, animation, lip syncing? And I said to her, tell me, what is this that I see coming up all the time about AI? Because, you know, hearing the word artificial intelligence did not excite me at all. Hey, Elnora, come on in. Hearing the words artificial intelligence did not excite me at all. Anything artificial, I'm not trying to have that. I, by nature, am a creative. I'm a multi-creative. I've been a creative all my life, which has gotten me through corporate America, 2 brick and mortar businesses, my spiritual journey, me as an elder, as an encourager for others, me as a mother, as an encourager for others that are mothers, me as a co-worker, me as a business owner, me as a corporate worker, a massage therapist, a licensed natural hair stylist, all of those, right? Those experiences got me to where I am today. Bessard and Wild Orca, hi, come on in. I see Yana coming on, and I see there may be people in the hallway watching. I am Mama Wanda, the calm AI coach. So I'm going to talk to you all. I'm participating in a 7-day challenge. Hey, Aries. Hey, Miss Yee. I'm participating in a 7-day challenge by my digital marketing coach, Keisha. She'll probably come in a little later. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Smith. And I'm to come on every day for 7 days. Hi, Shoni. Come on for 7 days. So I am the Calm AI coach, and I assist women 50 plus to learn AI in a calm way. Doesn't mean other coaches aren't calm. It's just the way that I have learned and chosen to navigate this technology. So pivoting in your late 60s can be challenging, especially with today's technology and today's economic climate. But our experiences learned as baby boomers help us excel in the world of AI. So let me tell you what happened. Because if I'm 67, if I can do it, you can. What did I do? So my business as a salon owner for 12 years, 12 long years, I taught myself those skills. And I said to myself, you know, as I began to get experience with AI, there were lots of frustrations and resistances. Because if I couldn't get through something technology-wise in a matter of seconds, then you've lost my attention. Peace and blessings for those that are coming in. And so I found myself challenged with my hair salon business since 2020. I mean, they shut us all businesses down, right? If you are a business owner that was affected by 2020, put a 1 in the comments. So we were all shut down. We finally were able to go back out to be able to run our businesses. And I had no idea if my clients would come back. And I specialize also in working with African American women, specifically with hair loss. So I use my skills, the same skills I'm using now with AI. I started with vision, seeing a thing, putting it into action, applying myself, and I began to build business again. But in August of 23, the action, applying myself, and I began to build business again. But in August of 23, things began to slow down and did not pick up for 6 months. Oh my God. So that was the beginning of 2024, right? Welcome in for those that are coming in. Thank you for watching. And I'm Mama Wanda, the Calm AI coach. And I'm 67 and I learned AI. I'm going to tell you all the things that I've learned, and I'm monetizing, and I am committed to helping women 50 plus. Yeah, learn AI, because if I can learn it at 67, if I can monetize it at 67, you can. So the business appointments began to reduce. I don't know if you're a business owner and your business has been impacted in any way, in a way that you did not choose to shift into something else. It is very challenging to have hours and hours of unbooked time. So during the time of February is when I got curious about AI. And like I said earlier, I saw a friend posting on her Facebook, you want to learn this imaging, you want to learn lip syncing, animation, creating art, all of that. And I said, I ain't feeling the artificial thing. And she said, well, what? She said, let me explain something. This was 2024. She said, it's only been 3 years since the release of what you're seeing as AI into the population. ChatGPT being that, right? Thank you for the hearts. Peace and blessings. Come on in. Hey, Coach Keisha is here, y'all. Coach Keisha is in the house. She's the reason why I'm here feeling nervous when I don't need to be. But she's been an encourager. So I'm going to get back to the story, right? How I contacted my friend who I'd known in another industry for years. We were in the personal services industry. I was a massage therapist, integrative therapist, and she is an esthetician. Then she got into the tech field for 10 years. And then with all that is happening in our country with DEI, her job began to be less and less. And so she kept her ear to the pulse and learned about the technology that's emerging, which is AI. So I'm calling her, someone that I could trust, someone I could know, say, hey, what's up with that? How you learn that? How do I get into that? How does it benefit? And she took her time and she heard my perspective. And she said, I noticed a lot of rooms that I go in where there's all kinds of people learning AI. It seems that those of a certain generation need a little bit more time to decipher and assess it in the way that they have been trained, because that's it. All of our generations have experienced different things and also affect the way that we learn and implement. I am a baby boomer. I was born in 1958. I'm 67 years old. Look, when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh Lord, what didn't happen? What did have happened? Because inside, I don't feel 67 at all. Let me check the messages here. Y'all are being so patient. Coach Keisha, thank you for the rose. Mellow Fellow is in here. Yeah, Mellow Fellow, looking stunning. Thank you, honey. Let's see. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. I'm scrolling down, but it's window is popping up. All right, I'm gonna keep going. All right. So my sister friend and I, we had this conversation for about 2 hours. I'm driving around picking up groceries, and they're still talking to her, and she's saying, "Help me understand, what you feel this resistance of AI." And I said, "Cause it's the word artificial." And she said, "Look, what are you doing with your art? What are you doing with your writings?" And I said, "Well, I've always wanted to write an ebook. And I understand that you have to go in and make a Word document, make a PDF, and then but you got to upload it to KDP and all that. That's what just stresses me out." And she said, "I want you to do three things." And this is what motivated me now to be the Calm AI coach with my 1, 2, 3 method. I'll talk about that later. So look, she said, do three things. First, have you open up ChatGPT? I have been playing with it. She said, open it up. She said, I'm going to send you a GPT on that will instruct you and guide you to fill out your information for your ebook. Okay? So I opened ChatGPT. I used that GPT to create my ebook, and the work that I did was to review and put my language in it, and there I had it. But I didn't do anything really with it until a few months later. And now, if you go to my link in bio, you will see I have a free offering for you. 2 free offerings, actually. And that is my ebook. The ebook is called Signs of the Universe. And it is all about recognizing the divine signs that guide us, right? The repeated numbers, synchronicities, repeated information, alignment of people coming into your life, getting a nudge to make a turn here or make a decision there, getting a nudge to follow someone that you saw on social media, like I did with Coach Keisha. I had ended up having a one-on-one with her to experience her coaching style. I've been supporting her on her lives on her Facebook and mostly here on TikTok. So, and then now I'm in a community of others like myself. There are 2 other ladies that went on earlier today. There's about, I think, 10 of us that are following this method, following Coach Keisha to encourage us to shine, right? Not in the dark, but in the light. All right. So my friend told me step 1, 2, 3. Within less than 24 hours, I had my ebook created. And the most significant thing was me at 67 as a baby boomer, allowing myself to go through what I needed to go through on my phone to create the ebook. It was very satisfying. And so now I make it available free. So because in there, I share stories of how I've been navigated in my life by Creator of all that there is through divine signs. So then, it was on from there. Just like anything else coming in, I was like, wow, I'm really excited. I'm proud of myself for going through and taking the steps just like today. So Coach Keisha, she shared with us tips on how to go, effectively live, put your events in. I did put in that I will be on tomorrow and Wednesday. I got to go back in and activate the event section in TikTok so people know I'll be on at 4:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every day till next Monday. There was one thing that you mentioned, Coach Keisha, that I missed, and it was being able to put some sort of poster up here that'll be stagnant. I'll have to catch up on doing that next time. But just as I worked through that, after my friend told me step 1, 2, 3, and I did it. Because a lot of times we can procrastinate, right? So I have my ebook made. I've also, she said, what are you doing with your art? Because I am I'm an abstract artist working with canvas and traditional paint. And she said, you can make a series. I said, a series of what? Let me check the message. Checked it. Teach us how you did it. I love your AI twins. You're doing great. AI is wonderful. Yes, thank you, Coach. Coach, you see, y'all, that's what I'm talking about. Like right there, right there, right there. Okay. So look, uh, because someone held space for me, I'm excited about holding space for others, which I have been over the last 11 months. So she said, send me one of your favorite pictures, paintings. And I sent it to her. And she regenerated it. She was in ChatGPT, uploaded the picture, and said, give me a series, right? Of this image. Don't look on the outside, look at this image. And I'm out. It was wonderful. She had me then. That's the key. I think that's the key with anything. Like, she hit the home spot, She helped me see a problem. Not a problem solved, but a way to. She just touched my creative heart, right? When I saw that additional, that I could create a series from this one, and the images that came out were just so beautiful. And I just kept making images, and oh my God. And you could take those images and sell it as digital art. You could take those images and print them and hang them up. You could take those images and put it on print on demand, right? So she connected me with communities like the one that I'm connected with Coach Keisha on school. Phenomenal community, right? Mentoring, guidance, but expected to show up. You got to do your work, right? So I experimented with many different apps. But the thing that I learned quickly is AI is changing fast. That's why I think it's very intimidating for a lot of us as baby boomers, because it feels like it's just so overwhelming. I mean, since I began last February, I've learned so much, and still there's more to learn. But while I'm doing that, it is important that I recognize that I need to have calm and peace, because I'm recovering. I'm in recovery from, I won't say losing my business, but my business being impacted. I went from like 20 some odd clients a week to one or two a week. Now your bills don't stop. And when you run a side business, a LLC, you got to, okay. I had overhead that as much as my house note. Okay, and then the LLC and taxes and all of that, all this stuff is still coming in, hitting my account, but no income. And it impacted me. It impacted my mental wellness. It truly did. I won't go into detail because that's private to me. But let me tell you, creativity for me naturally is like a healing balm, because I could throw myself into creating. And that's the beauty that I have found with AI. I use AI as an assistant, but some incredible things are happening. So it helps to save time. So one of the underlying things that I recognize is, in my generation, multitasking was a valuable tool. But in today's, a lot of multitasking going on, but at the detriment of your nervous system and your mental wellness. So being in the holistic field as I have been, and I am also a metaphysical minister, not a traditional preaching type minister. I am a sound healer. I'm a speaker. I've traveled. I've co-facilitated sister circles. I do prayer work, laying on of hands, But I combine all of it now. I've done a lot of writing, poetic writing. So let me get back into the AI. So I started doing the images. Then I learned how to do the AI twins, right? I did connect with other people that taught in specific ways. But what it has boiled down to now, out of all of the multiple apps, and I'm telling you, being in the AI world is like shiny thing, shiny thing, shiny thing. Yes, we are queens of multitasking, but unless you have some balance with it, and I'm here to tell you at 67, So I went into all these groups, joined all these platforms, joined out of all of these apps. I work with a lot of free apps though. But what it has boiled down to is niching and discovering what I really enjoy. So what I really enjoy is still doing my organic art, and I'm able to use AI, but I'll have to tell you that another time. I'm able to take my original art paintings and convert it into an extended, more expansive way of expressing that art. I'll tell you about that later. But I was able to learn how to make music using the Suno app. This is a class that I took. And someone in the class said, "Can you use your own lyrics?" I was like, "What?" And I went back and dusted off writings that I did back in early 2000s. And I'm telling you, this is a part of my healing journey. I put those words in Suno. First, I asked for an instrumental. It was beautiful. Then I said, take this and structure it for Suno. Give it a female voice, whatever the instruments are, the feeling and all of that. And voila. Now I have created over 100 songs. You see, in the beginning, I didn't release any of them. It was me coming home, going back to some of my old writings, doing current journaling, and converting them, putting them in ChatGPT and asking for it to give me a structure to put into Suno. And then by learning the AI twin, so let me tell you all the things that I've learned and am monetizing with. And when I say that, I don't mean that I'm making buku right now. Okay, I plant the seed. You can't plant a seed and expect the root. You can't plant the seed and expect the root to blossom right away. You got to nurture that thing. But I have been successful at monetizing. So all of the things that I've been able to do is take my poetic writings from year 2000, early 2000s, and convert them into song. And I keep them private to myself, or I have learned how to, I have one song that is live streaming on all the popular platforms. I learned how to use a music distribution house called DistroKid. I've learned I paid for the annual, which really was reasonable. I paid for the annual subscription, and I uploaded my song called Slow Motion by my band, Sage. Sacred Awakening, Gracious Expression, something like that. Sage, S-A-G-E. So it's slow motion, and then S.A.G.A. And it's in TikTok, it's in YouTube, it's in Instagram, it's on Apple, it's on Spotify. I was so excited one day when I came into TikTok and it popped up. It ain't gone viral yet, but slow motion is all about working with your nervous system. Hey, my friend, I'm enjoying Hoops. I'm going to talk about her, y'all. Slow motion. And this young lady, look, I'm telling you, you never know what you're going to run into when you venture into new territory. So this is a really, really interesting testimony. The song Slow Motion, my friend, she heard it, Almond Joy Hoops. And she said, "Hey, can I dance to that song?" Yeah, she has a whole community of people that use hula hoop as a form of flow dance and other movement styles. It's a thing. I'm a hula hooper as well. So she said, her name is Sheila, and she's a phenomenal handmade artist. So there's two things that we were able to do. She asked if she could film herself dancing. Actually, she did a revision today. And I hope to, I got the video, sis, thank you so much, to repost it and tell a little bit about her story. She heard the song and it touched her heart. And when she shared that with me, it rejuvenated me, because remember I was telling you how my appointments went down with my salon, and it was like a gut punch, sucker punch. It affected my mental wellness. It really did. When I talked to my doctor, she said I was in mourning for my clients because I was used to a schedule for 10 and a half years. My schedule was Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I had at least 2 appointments each, average 5 hours each. I didn't worry about the rent. I didn't worry about transportation. I had my savings. I had all of that. And it stopped. But a part of my healing was redirecting my mind into something that was creative, and that's where I am now. So that song, she posted it in her communities, and she did a wonderful job with expression with the song, and it really touched my heart. And that confirmed that I should continue. I should not, stop. And so, music. I do have music on my feed, on all of my platforms as the Calm AI Coach, and I'm releasing a new song every other day because I have, I work with someone else on 33 songs. Outside of that, the rest of them I'm releasing. Now, I did my debut album, so I released a single song that's on all platforms. I released a debut album during the Christmas time, and that right now is not on the platforms. I'm giving people opportunity to grab it and support me. So if you'd like, it is healing music, and the